Once upon a time, deep in the jungle, there lived an ordinary rhinoceros beetle. He was big, he was strong, and he liked nothing more than munching on sweet fruits and basking in the sun. But our hero had a problem. He had 3 stupid sons who thought they were much stronger than they really were. The eldest was called Hardshell, a name given to him because his armor was a little thicker than his brother's. The middle son was called Strong Legs, the one who boasted that his legs were twice as powerful as any other beetle. And the youngest was Little Stinker. He didn't have anything special, so he just said he smelled good, and that made him special. Every day, the brothers would annoy their father. "You are weak and pathetic. You can't even lift this tree," said Strong Legs one day, pushing a leaf aside with his leg. "I could do it SLA if I wanted to, but why should I? It's not my job," the father sighed. "That's right, Dad. Your job is to look after us and keep us safe," said Little Stinker. "But you don't do either of those things well. You're just a coward," mocked Hardshell. The father got so annoyed that he kicked them out of the house. "Get out of here, you dirty rascals. Go out into the world and show me how strong you really are." "Yes, sir," they said in unison and marched away. As soon as they were gone, the father felt bad about what he had said. Sure, his sons were annoying, but they were still his sons. What if they died out there? No, I shouldn't worry. They'll be fine, he thought, and I can finally eat in peace. Meanwhile, the 3 brothers walked through the jungle looking for a place to call home. "This place sucks. There isn't even a decent fruit tree around," complained Hardshell. "Well, let's go over there then," said Strong Legs and started walking. Suddenly, the ground started shaking. A giant dung beetle rolled towards them, its sharp pincers raised high. "Help! Help!" screamed the brothers as they ran away from the monster. They ran and they ran until they came across a cave hidden by thick vines. They climbed inside and locked the entrance with stones. "What was that thing?" asked Hardshell, panting heavily. "Looks like you're scared of dung beetle," said a voice. The brothers turned around and saw 3 strange-looking beetles staring at them. Their bodies were covered in spikes, and their heads looked like old rusty helmets. "Who are you guys?" asked Strong Legs. "We are the Poop Troopers, and this is our home," said one of the spiked beetles. "Why did you come here?" "We, stammered Hardshell. "We ran away from home," said Little Stinker. "Our dad kicked us out because we weren't strong enough for him." The trooper captain shook his head. "I see. Well, you can stay here if you want, but you must help us defeat the giant insects terrorizing our jungle." "Giant insects! We'll be happy to help you," said Strong Legs, puffing out his chest. "Wait, you want us to fight alongside you?" asked Hardshell. "Of course, because we need all the help we can get," said the captain. "Come with me. I'll introduce you to the others." Hardshell, Strong Legs, and Little Stinker joined the Poop Troop and quickly became friends with the other troopers. They told each other stories, exchanged combat tips, and planned their future battles. One night, the brothers were awakened by loud screams. They ran outside and saw the giant dung beetle from before fighting against a massive rhinoceros beetle. Both were evenly matched, and the battle raged on. "It's our chance to prove ourselves," said Strong Legs, and flew into the fray. The brothers attacked the giant dung beetle from behind, but it was too strong for them. It swung its pincers and sent the 3 flying through the air. "I told you we should have stayed in the cave," said Hardshell as he picked himself up. "Don't worry, I have a plan," said Strong Legs with a big smile. They all sat on a nearby leaf and whispered to each other. Then they went back to the battlefield. This time, instead of attacking head-on, the brothers lured the giant dung beetle into a trap. Hardshell pushed some leaves into the creature's face, making it angry. Strong Legs pretended to be afraid and backed away slowly. Little Stinker threw some dirt into the beetle's eye, making it even angrier. The dung beetle charged towards Strong Legs, but he had anticipated this move and jumped out of the way just in time. The beetle crashed into the tree and fell to the ground, defeated. "Yes! Teamwork," said Strong Legs proudly. "Now let's go tell the others." The Poop Troops were overjoyed to see the giant dung beetle defeated. The captain approached the brothers and said, "You did well today. Now you are officially members of the Poop Troop." From that day on, the brothers lived happily among the Poop Troops. They fought many battles against giant insects and always came out on top. They learned the true meaning of friendship and teamwork, and most importantly, they never forgot where they belonged. One day, the brothers were hanging out with their new friends when they heard a familiar voice. "Hey, you losers! How come you're still alive?" It was Hardshell's older brother, Cringe. "What are you doing here?" asked Stronglegs. "I'm here to tell you that our father is gone," said Cringe. "He left the jungle, and now we're in charge." "Oh, really? And what makes you think we'd care?" said Little Stinker. "Because we know how much you love our father. You'll do anything to get him back, even if it means betraying your friends." The brothers were shocked. Was Cringe right? Did they miss their father so much that they would abandon the Poop Troops? They looked at their friends, who were also staring at them. "Well, we've only been together for a few months, and I already consider you guys my family," said Hardshell. "So sorry, but I won't be going with you." "What? But why? You don't even remember what he looks like," said Cringe. "Yeah, but that doesn't mean I don't love him," said Hardshell. "I love him for who he is, not for what he can do for me. Besides, I'm sure he'll be fine wherever he is." "You're such a hypocrite," said Cringe, and turned to leave. "Whatever. You're all a bunch of losers anyway." The brothers felt bad for a moment, but then they remembered what their father had taught them. He had told them that real strength wasn't about physical power, but about being true to yourself and standing up for what you believe in. "Don't listen to him," said one of the troopers. "He's just jealous because he doesn't have true friends." The brothers smiled and nodded. They knew they had made the right decision. They would stay with the Poop Troops and continue to protect the jungle. And if their father ever found out what they had done, he would be proud of them.